Imagine a pilot so feared that his bright red plane was a symbol of death in the skies. This is the story of the Red Baron, World War I's deadliest fighter pilot, whose very presence could decide the fate of a battle. Manfred von Richthofen, famously known as the Red Baron, was not just a pilot, but an airborne legend whose name became synonymous with fear and respect during World War I. Born into German nobility in 1892, Richthofen originally trained as a cavalry officer, but the brutal realities of trench warfare soon made traditional cavalry nearly obsolete. Hungry for action and adventure, he turned his sights to the skies, joining the Imperial German Army Air Service in 1915, where his rise to the top was swift and unstoppable. Flying his iconic scarlet-redfokkerdr.Itriplane, Richthofen developed a reputation for his terrifying accuracy and lethal precision. His approach was both daring and methodical. He believed in closing in on his enemies, getting close enough to guarantee a clean, deadly shot. The red paint of his triplane, a personal choice, made him highly visible in the air. This was a double-edged sword. It marked him as a prime target, but it also became a powerful psychological weapon. Allied pilots knew that seeing the Red Baron in the sky often meant they were his next target. He became an airborne predator, with his unmistakable crimson triplane casting a shadow over the war's skies. As he racked up kills, Richthofen's fame grew, and he was given command of his own elite squadron, the infamous Flying Circus. This squadron, named for the colorful, distinctively painted aircraft and its mobile nature, followed the Red Baron into battle, creating fear wherever they flew. They were a formidable force, with Richthofen as the undisputed leader, mentoring younger pilots on combat techniques that would prove deadly time and again. By 1917, he was awarded the Blue Max, Germany's highest military honor at the time, solidifying his status as a hero within Germany and a feared opponent across the front lines. But every legend has its final chapter. On April 21st, 1918, the Red Baron took to the skies for what would be his last flight. In a dogfight over the Somme River, he pursued a Canadian plane, diving low over enemy lines. But this time, the tables turned. A single bullet struck him. The exact source remains a mystery. Some say Canadian pilot Roy Brown fired the fatal shot, while others argue it was Australian ground troops who brought down the notorious ace. Regardless, Richthofen managed a final act of precision, landing his plane even as he succumbed to his wounds. He was only 25. In death, the Red Baron's legend only grew. His enemies honored him as a respected foe, and his legacy lived on, becoming a symbol of the deadly skill, code of honor, and unyielding courage that defined early air combat. World War I introduced a new era of warfare where planes and pilots took center stage, and the Red Baron remains its most enduring figure, a warrior whose name still resonates in aviation lore. If stories of legendary pilots capture your imagination, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Who do you think was the greatest ace of all time?